Hey, BookTube, coming at you with a book sale haul and a brief recap of what I read this week. The video will be split in two. I recorded one earlier and apparently it was a little too long for YouTube, or at least this stage of my posting on YouTube. So let's try this again. Still working on The Chaos Machine here by Max Fisher. Not an enjoyable read, but a very interesting one. I'm more than halfway through now. As I said before, disturbing stuff. He's but more of how I thought about social media and its effects on people who've been in the U.S. and he's covering incidences in Myanmar and Sri Lanka where extreme violence has broken out. These people have, for some of them, Facebook is their only internet access. That's where all their information comes from. So when you have a ton of misinformation being pressed through, it burns up fast. And the thing that he shows in the book over and over again, even from Facebook's own records, is how much the algorithm favors this chaotic behavior and pushes it further and further. And you just keep going and going, and because it's more engagement. It gets into a lot more scientifically there than what I just said, but interesting read. This week, the local library had their clearance book sale. That means everything is 50 cents. DVDs, movies, CDs. The sale happens, I think it's 3 or 4 times. The book sales happen 3 or 4 times a year. The clearance sale, once or twice, I forget. The clearance sale is what didn't sell from the previous sales. I missed the previous sale. I was there. I did attend the one before that, but I did miss the last one, which I regret, but unfortunately work took precedence. So there was stuff there that I had passed on before, and due to space I was like, no, I'll wait. But now it's all 50 cents, and I guess I'll have to find space. So let's get into it. We have Nathaniel Philbrick's Sea of Glory. Nathaniel is probably best known for writing, as you can see, In the Heart of the Sea. I haven't read In the Heart of the Sea, but I did see the Ron Howard film, which is really good. I'm not sure what their reviews are on that one, but I thought it was a very good film. Next up, we have Hatchet Man by Eli Honey. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that name right. Very unflattering shot of Mr. Barr here. I'm sure he didn't much care for that. I'm hoping the book is not as sensational as a cover like that. I'd be interested in some good information there. Next, we have Bob Woodward's Obama's Wars. I don't see that. I don't recall ever seeing this one at the book sales. There's generally the same for all the books that Bob Woodward wrote. It's generally about the same 10 books that I see. So, and this one looks to be just about new. Interested in that. Next, we have David McCullough's The Pioneers. I had passed on this at an earlier sale, and I'm quite positive this is the same edition. Looks almost new, except for a little sticker damage here. Doesn't strike me as a keeper. But certainly well worth picking up for 50 cents and reading. Next, we have Slaves in the Family. This is by Edward Ball. Lots of positive press on this book. I have seen it around. The only time I've seen a used copy of it was pretty beat up. This one is really nice. So interested in checking that out. And for the record, all these books are new to me, so I'm not going to sit here and go, oh my god, this is so great. And I don't know the history of the book itself. I don't have an experience with it. Next up is The Rose of Martinique, A Life of Napoleon's Josephine by Andrea Stewart. I thought, going through this one, I thought it looked pretty interesting. A small amount of pictures in here, which surprised me. And let's see what else we got here. We've got paperbacks, hardcovers. When it's my time, okay. Landslide: The Unmaking of the President. 1984, 1988. Here we're talking about Reagan. Here are authors. I don't really see author photos like this anymore, or not nearly as prominent. Flipping through it, thought this looked interesting. I've taken a lot more interest in our U.S. presidents and politics and history in general in the last so many years. So we'll probably be seeing more of that as I go to these sales. Next up, we have The Great Invasion. This is a Civil War history book by the Stan Clark Military Books. I don't know. We'll see. 50 cents. This one is for a friend. Next up, we have this. On the clearance sale, on the last day of the sale, everything. I went twice, on the first day and the last. And on the last day, you get everything. You can fill up a shopping bag, a brown shopping bag, for $3. So a lot of this came from that. I did buy a couple bags. We have Bloody Crimes: The Funeral of Abraham Lincoln and the Chase for Jefferson Davis, by the author of Manhunt. Hopefully it's a good one. A little more modern here, but going back 2012, I think. Yes, 2012. We have Ghost in the Wires, a memoir, co-written, or co-authored by Kevin Mitnick. This is I don't know if he's still active or in some way, but Kevin is a hacker. Should be flipping through it, seems to be pretty interesting. Another political book here. We have James Stewart's, Bloodsport: The President and His Adversaries. It's our author again, similar to the other book I showed you here, large author photo. This one seems to begin taking place in 92, 93. Thought they looked good. I remember seeing this in the bookstores back then. James was Den of Thieves. I remember that being a book around a lot. Also a Pulitzer Prize winning journalist. So it should hopefully at least be good. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the time there. Next up, keeping with politics, we have Arthur Schlesinger Jr.'s Journals. And this is 1952 to 2000. This is a really handsome volume. Big book. I passed on this at an earlier sale. Not because of the price, which here is posted at $1. I think actually it was a little bit more previously. But again, 50 cents. And I had passed on due to space and whatnot, but seeing it again and nobody picking it up, I was like, oh, well, I'm going to have to get that. One of the sad realities of the clearance sale is that what doesn't get sold will be tossed out. Books are recycled, but unfortunately other media gets just trashed. So Arthur Schlesinger. Schlesinger was a noted historian who also had prominent access in JFK's White House. So interested in seeing, flipping through it. Man, read a few passages, make sure it's, something I'm gonna read, and I thought it struck me as very interesting. So we're gonna end this video for right now, and we'll start with part 2 shortly.